Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Kingdoms and Castles with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back to the Lathrixian Isles, now with this lovely dragon statue, which doesn't seem to be doing anything yet. At least one of the other statues has an effect, which is to slowly spawn in trees. The dragon, thankfully, doesn't seem to be slowly spawning in dragons. That would be terrifying, and yet at the same time, I am a little bit disappointed this isn't happening. Anyway, today, we have one simple goal. I am recording this at 5 AM, I am incredibly tired, and I am, as such, incredibly single-minded. I want to make either the Cathedral or the Great Library, and this is all about how much patience I have. The Cathedral is kind of amazing. It's a massive happiness boost to most of the kingdom, and will convert enemy Vikings into peasants. Now, first of all, that's just awesome, but also it means we actually want the Vikings to get closer to our walls. When you completely wall off with stone walls, sometimes the Vikings will sort of hang back whilst the ogres attack the walls. If the ogres fail, well, then the Vikings sort of go on their way because they can't find a path into the kingdom. If you have wooden walls, on the other hand, they will try and burn them down. So what I'm thinking is we could put the cathedral here. Or maybe here, completely stone wall this off, and then connect the roads. And it would even be a little thing connecting one of the poorer regions with the richer regions. And then we have the cathedral here, the great equalizer, at least in terms of our little city here. So I think that's a good idea. Also, the Great Library is amazing, and it makes regular libraries more powerful, which is good as well. Spreading knowledge or spreading faith, either way, people will be incredibly happy. Now, over here, we have finally completely walled off, so at least Vikings can't just walk in. And so, I think I'm going to start transferring stone. You know when you say something and you instantly change your mind? That was one of those cases. Okay, so I want this to be at least 2 wide everywhere, and I would like this section here and here, so these 2 sections there, to become towers once again, and they will be ballista rather than archer towers, because a lot of the time the Vikings seem to ignore this island, and so I want to be able to get in range of enemies over here. Okay, all good. The audio is for some reason almost muted. I don't know what's going on there, so I'll check that out, and then we'll be right back when some progress has been made. Why is that one windmill facing the other way? You're a rebel. I like you. And so we march ever forth. Now, here's a thing. Over here, we were originally going to make a second garden section, and people have asked me, why are you building a garden section so far away from the houses? Clearly that happiness bonus will never affect them, and the reason is, it's more for looks. I would rather have lower happiness, but then when I look at my city, I like the look of it, than have higher happiness, but not like the looks so much. I know it's stupid, but that's just the way I am. It is the magic that is Lathrix. Now, I am going to go ahead and hold a festival, or hold a festival apparently, and that will increase the happiness for a while, because I do want some more people into our village, into our bustling city. Currently we have quite a few empty beds, although we also have a lot of idle people. I'm also thinking about putting a new granary down here to help out the food shortage problem, which seems to be getting worse every single year, and will definitely get worse as we get new people. Dragon, can you help? No, apparently not. How about you, plague wearers? Plague wearers? Plague doctors. I was going to say mask-wearing plague doctors, but apparently, speaking, not my strong point, especially for someone who does it for a living. Food should be fine, though. Yeah, massive change from last year. Yeah, we could put down another granary. It wouldn't really hurt, would it? Over here, I mean, what else am I going to use over here for? I mean, I guess I could use it to grow some trees and in fact, it's silly, but having a forester there isn't too bad. Now, for a forester to be at maximum efficiency, they don't need as many tiles as you might first think. So we could put down a forester here, then that would get a lot of wood for this dock, which will then feed here, and eventually feed the other 2 islands as well. The first dragons, who seem to be going for a small island, which is really bad, actually. Island which still doesn't have a name. Now, I'm going to be doing a huge naming spree again soon, so don't worry, I will be taking into account people's names, but for now, just going to leave it until I have more things to name. Ooh, this is going to be bad, isn't it? No, because you're dumb. You're really dumb. Dumb! You're so dumb, the water doesn't even act like water when you hit it. which is a very special level of dumb, it has to be said. When the laws of physics don't even acknowledge your presence. That sounds like a really weird insult that they would throw around at very specific parties. Hello there, merchant ship. Do you have anything of value for me today? Not really. Okay, so, now, thank you to the few people who told me I can do this. Allow foreign merchants to dock. No. Now, it means they'll always go over here, which has way more gold and has all the resources to sell, because, well, we have lots and lots of stuff to sell over here, which is exactly what we want. I think gold is shared, so it's just the stuff to sell. Now, you, who are transporting things, clearly we don't need this much charcoal, because we've got a massive stockpile over here, so we'll just do that. Happy days. Food's okay? Yep, food's okay. This tiny little fort is doing extremely well. Now, I do want to use this space for something, but I don't know what I want to use it for. I guess we could make it so that this place is at least self-sufficient when it comes to food. It wouldn't be too difficult. Just put down a stone gate there. We can fill in this area and have some more people. Yeah, I feel like this island still needs some more work. This island has been surprisingly expensive and still isn't feeding stone to the main kingdom. It's bizarre, but I think it's my fault. I could have gone far more minimalist, but I'm the kind of person who makes this happen. So can you really trust me to do that? So I've went ahead and I've added the gate. I think adding a small farming section here would look really nice, especially once this wall is up and running. So if we get this wall maybe 3 high all around with some towers, and then have a wall which is only 1 high around here with some farming, I actually think this would look absolutely gorgeous. And there's even fresh water right there, so we can irrigate the whole section and farm everywhere. Yep, we're going to make this more independent. And eventually it will break away from us. Something to do with tax and tea. A new granary is being placed down over here, which I think I've placed the right way around. Yep, there's stairs leading up. Of course, normally it faces this way, but still, this way, there's yet another location people can get their food. So now there's a market here, there's a market there, there's a granary there, and I may end up putting a granary down here eventually. Currently, there's the mason there, which isn't really anything in particular, so we could go granary there, put the well in the corner. That way everywhere is pretty much stocked with food, especially since we get so much food per year. The only reason why it looks like it's so low is because of how much food rots, because we simply fill up our storage. Okay. Good. We're still losing our excess food, but I see a new granary under construction. For once they actually recognise my genius. Thank you. It's so rare people do that. It's almost like I'm not a genius or something. But that would be madness, and if that was true, well, just sadness overall. How's this going? This is going well, excellent. Now, whilst I'm just waffling on about absolutely nothing, I would like to ask a question. Lovely. Would you lovely people who like this type of game like to see a new season of Stonehearth? Now, Stonehearth is a game I played a lot before I played this game. It was a little bit buggy. It was a great game. Really good game. Loved the graphics. Very Cube World-esque. A little bit Minecraft-esque. But it was a really fun game similar to this, but more on the individual lives of your people. You don't have a huge, sprawling metropolis. But the thing is, they are now fully released, and apparently the game is in a really good position. So I am tempted to give it a new season. But I would like to know if you would like that before I do that, because it's going to eat up a lot of my time. But I really want to focus on games like this again. I feel like I've ignored this stuff as time's gone by, which is kind of sad. How much does the Great Library cost? No. Why can't I ever find it? There we are. The Great Library, 325. You are 5... Okay, I would honestly prefer the Cathedral. That's going to take absolutely forever. Maybe we should set up a minimalist colony over here. Set up a brand new dock purely for that. The dock could go here as well. Easy to reinforce. Set up the next dock here, the command section there. Tiny little wall around it, but then, yeah, that'll take too long. That's the goal after I do the Cathedral section. But yeah, I think the Cathedral is going to go here, and then we wait until a Viking attack, and hopefully we see how good the conversion is. If we don't, I can go into the creative mode and test it out that way. It's a bit artificial, but it would be curious to see how good it actually is. I am curious to see how good it actually is. Words. Enemy Vikings are inbound, which is kind of fun. Well, not for our people, but for me anyway, as a spectator. Ah, for a second I thought they were honestly going to disembark here. I have seen them do stupider things before. Though I will say, with recent updates, the Vikings are getting smarter. I love their masks as well. Anyway, merchant. Excuse me, lads. There's a merchant who can't really give us anything of interest. Here you go. Have some timber. Oh, have some... I said, have some timber. Why can't I press... There we go. That was weird. Okay, enjoy. Ooh, actually, tools. Yeah, tools. Okay, so the tools, I'm just going to allow to be grabbed by everyone. Let's see. Which one of you two are tools? Why do I always forget this? This one is tools. Okay. That's a shame, only have 51. Well, I will purchase every last one of them. Don't care about the armory too much. There we are. Now, are we holding back any tools? We could hold back... You know what? Let's hold back 30 and allow 20 to be grabbed by our people. Our people with tools are more efficient at their jobs, but we do need tools to break down stones and stuff, so that would be pretty nice as well. And I would love to reinforce this little bit of castle, but I am still saving up stone. I did turn on the ballistas. Wow, yeah, we really need to fully convert this into stone with taller towers. That range is abysmal. You see, that's what happens. They just kind of wait around if they can't get a cleared path. Okay, one wall down. Maybe we could put the cathedral here, though. Yep, now the ogres are dead. They realise there's no way they're getting through, and they go away. I honestly expected them to go over here afterwards. Huh. I need to learn more about how their AI works, apparently. And I will do as time goes on. Also, we have way too much wood, I've just realised. 1,926 timber. That's quite a lot. That is quite a lot indeed. So apparently my people are rather vindictive. We just had a happiness bonus, which gave us 100 happiness that Vikings died. Okay, fair enough. Not that you survived, that they died. Okay, I'm going to just leave the ballistas on. Nah, let's turn them off. We'll turn them back on when the dragons are actually here. It's too expensive. That's why I need more people. I need some more just regular housing over here, honestly. That's a cottage, right? If I put a cottage there... Really? Well, right there. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to put a cottage there. That way it counts as them having neighbours, so they'll be a bit happier. Plus, more people equals more gold. More gold equals a happy Lathrix. I'm a simple person. And yet, as the fires claim more areas, I will definitely put down a new well. Repair the stockpile. Leave... the forester, we don't need... Oh yeah, look, there's one Viking left. I shouldn't have turned off my stuff yet. You stubborn little Viking. Aren't you a smart one? They came back. Is that because I turned them off, or is these a different... Are these a different group, if I can speak? Or... are they sticking around because I turned off my defences? I did just turn them back on, right? I didn't lose too much of it, I just lost the stockpile again. Here's the dragons, leave everything on. Whoa, lots of little dragons. Can you please protect your area and hopefully protect ours by doing so? Getting close to the Grand Cathedral. Now I kind of want to put it here, though. And we could as well, we have space for it. That way we have the gardens, cathedral, bathhouse, all in one place. And eventually I will move this Noria perhaps in the corner so that it doesn't look so out of place. Maybe placing it here. Well, that's salt water. So maybe placing it over here, but then digging a moat like here. There we are, dragon for lunch for days. Lovely. 100 happiness. Well done, people. A new cottage and a new hovel. There we are. Making use of our space down there. And I'm going to have one lonely hovel over here as well. which might struggle when it comes to charcoal. They'll be fine. Really need to do something with this area. It looks horrendous. Got the old baker there, which is in a good position, but other than that, the hospital and the library just look so out of place. We could perhaps put the library here, make it look like an addition to one of the houses, then just move the hospital somewhere else. We've recently opened a new hospital, so that's not as necessary as it was before. Maybe moving it down here or over here. Then we could have the Great Library here and connect it to the keep. Could even use some stone walls to make it look a bit more as a single entity, which would be pretty darn nice looking. Now, Gaming Cat's Manor is getting some bonus happiness because it's near a body of water. You there, Martin's Manor, on the other hand, obviously are not getting the bonus. What about if we add a moat at the back here? Would that count as a body of water for happiness? If so, it's a really easy way to add a bit of extra happiness to the manors we're trying to make look as posh as possible. Also, very, very close when it comes to stone. Should have really been buying stone from the merchants, but I just completely forgot, and I was a little bit nervous about money. It does count. Huh, neat. Now, we should have enough stone to make the cathedral, which is massive. Now, I expected it to be huge, but still, that is kind of insane. Where's the entranceway? Is that the entrance there? Is that meant to be a door on the front? Oh, no, it's on the side, look. Yeah. Oh, okay, it was doors everywhere. Okay, so where do we put this? We could put it over here. This would dominate the entire back section here, and once all this is finished and made look posh, that would be pretty nice. The radius basically covers this entire half. Doesn't quite reach these two manors, though. We could go with the original plan, and essentially have this dedicated to the cathedral. It's giving less happiness, well, it's giving happiness to very few people, but it is defending essentially this entire section of the island. And I think we could make this look really nice, especially if we built out a little bit. Okay, so let's just destroy these. There we are. Goodbye, 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 and goodbye. Then, this is going to cost a fortune to slow us down. We're going to build out all of this section here. Maybe by one more. Then this will be where the cathedral goes. Then we can work on making it prettier later. That cost me all my stone, didn't it? Okay, yeah, we are now moving stone. So you, stone, pick up, not from dock 1, sorry, that should be drop off. Just drain it completely of stone for now. And you, stone, pick up from dock junior, and 20. Lovely. You are storing stone, right? Good, good. So now, if we view your hold, yep, you now have stone. You are transporting the stone over. And oh, you out of food? Huh. Non-starving yet, though, but yeah, you are indeed out of food, I guess. No, you do have food. Just eating it too fast. Might need to up how much food we get to this dock. Now, that is some serious plague. Thankfully, we do have 3 hospitals? Yeah, we have 3 hospitals currently running, so that should be okay. Oh, hello, merchant. Yeah, I would like to purchase all your stone. And I'm going to purchase some food as well, since I've just sent loads of food over to the other island, so I'll grab that as well. Sure. There we are. Lovely. People, please stop being sick. Doctors, get to them. Oh, good, you did. 12 peasants died. Well, better than last time. An offering to the dragon god. Well, dragons from every angle. Jeez. Okay. Food is going up, right? Yeah, plus 206. Just seems like it's staying the same every year. Really, we need more granaries around the food area. That is also a problem, but still. That's just for excess. Because I haven't seen it go above 800 in ages. Yeah, there's the spare food. The problem is this food will rot if it's moving for too long. What did you guys do then? You all ran into there. Then you started running back to here, but then that's full. Oh, I see a problem. This is why we're never gaining food. So, yeah, I've learnt a lesson. You simply can't put granaries too far away. You can do markets far away, but clearly the AI, as soon as people take food from these areas, they all try to rush back. And thus, that food is never getting to these granaries. That's why it's always staying the same. Because essentially, these are filling, then that's it. So what I need to do is increase granary size over here, which I'll do once I extend these walls and make them out of stone. So don't worry, that will be fixed in the future, but clearly I need to just keep on relying on markets, although I haven't liked them so far, and granaries. Because how markets work, essentially, you have the market workers, there they are, they'll grab food and charcoal and stuff like that and then take them to the market. The market then acts as a point where the houses can then grab the food. Currently, the person in this house is actually inside, so I can't really show you where they are right now. Where are you? There he is. That is 2 of them. So they'll go and get food and stuff for the house. There was definitely food in that market, though. Yeah, they're going the long way there, which is a bit odd. Okay, so weirdnesses aside, I think we can finally build the Grand Cathedral as soon as we have the gold for it. So just for a few seconds, going to up the tax. And I'll most likely want more than one of these in the future anyway, so I don't really mind too much that it isn't covering everywhere. Oh, I wish that was just one narrower. I guess we can put something on the side there to make it stand out more. We could do that instead. Have it like there. Would that cover... yeah, get in the way. Okay, other way around, so we could put it here instead. And just knock out that well. That would cover most of the ocean when it comes to converting. I don't know if the enemy have to be off their boats yet, though, because that would be great if you don't need them off their boats to convert them. That would be nice as well. Give me plenty... Oh, yeah, we could turn this into a garden. Have that as a garden. Have this here. Change all of this into stone. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay. So a change of plan from the original. And I plop down that cathedral. They're both entranceways, right? On the other side, I'd say that looks better. Ah, but then that section of the cathedral is just hitting this wall and it looks so bad. Saying that, same for both sides. Darn, you kind of want it completely out in the open, don't you? Which isn't really possible in this section, but I love it being in this section, just its own compartment. Yeah, I think like that is how I'm going to have it, so... Why can't I put it like this? Blocked by structure. Oh, sorry, I was putting it one too far back, so there we go. Get that built. And then we can sort out a nice bit of garden for them, and we'll see if we can have this affect the Vikings before the end of the episode. And like I say, if we can't, then I'll simply go into creative mode and we'll see how effective it actually is. That's taking a very long time to build. I may go ahead and make this walkway here now. That would speed up this building process a lot, although I will need to destroy this moat. Sorry, but this is for the greater good, and although this will require building itself, I think it will speed up the build overall. Ooh, I don't like how that looks. Well, too bad. Actually, no, it doesn't look too bad once this one changes as well. Okay, we're fine. Whoa, that happiness is low. Oh, yeah, because the tax. I forgot about the tax. Whoops-a-daisy, bleeding the people dry there and completely forgot about it. I'll make a great politician one day. Now we're finally draining some stone, we can get some serious work done. No longer am I just waiting around with loads of idle people. As I get more and more stone, I can start expanding and start building quickly. I feel like this is the last episode where things are being done slowly. After this episode, change should be much more rapid, and I will be building the new expansion very soon as well, once again getting a brand new stone resource, so we have 3 rather than just 2. For reference, in the last playthrough, we had 2 instantly, then expanded to 3 and 4 very quickly. This time we had 1. Then we had 2. Eventually. Going to put a fountain right here, so that things don't burn down, and then we're going to go ahead and add some gardens. So, nice simple garden there, then a double garden here. Can you put a garden on piers? You can! Okay, that's really good. Might want a statue here as well then. Since we have a statue there, the next statue is the one which grows trees, but eventually all of this will be used up. So there's simply no space to grow trees. So I'll leave that space open for that. Since I think that's a 2x2, isn't it? Oh, there's a dragon. Thank you. Any others? Think I can see one in the distance? Nope, I'm going mad. There's normally more than one. Where are the rest? There they are. I could see them. Or maybe I couldn't see them, but I was just correct anyway. Any others? Nope. Some dragon for dinner. Lovely. A hospital would also look really good here, but I think it would make it look a bit too cluttered. It's already looking a bit cluttered because of all the walls and everything, so I think adding a hospital would be a bit too much. It would look nice, but yeah, it'd be way too much. And let's convert some of these walls into stone. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 2. Leave those with their defenses until last. Slowly being built. Very slowly. Oh, because it's waiting for that stone. Have I used up? No, because the stone's instantly allotted, isn't it? It goes off that even before it's used. Yeah, that's correct. Granary. Starving house somehow. Granary. Starving house somehow. Granary. Where are your people? Why are you over there? Feed your family, lad. I really hate how this corner looks. So right now, we're focusing on making sure all of the walls are too high. Because then it looks just way better, making it all a lot more uniform. But then, what we can do is expand this outwards into the ocean. That'll give us loads of space for libraries and some housing districts. And then also make the wall nice and neat. It'll also make it look more separate from this section, which I think will look really nice. Hello, special item! Beautiful tapestries. These will hang inside your keep to help decorate the place. Sure. Did that. Oh, just say beautiful tapestries hang from the walls. Good. Good. Yep, that was good. And you're not selling any stone. That's very annoying. Here's some timber. Enjoy. There we are. The cathedral is built. Not fully staffed. We have so many idle people. Why not? Did I turn off the clergy? I did. Why did I turn off the clergy? I have no idea. Anyway, residents enjoy a nearby church. Is that all it does? Is give you the regular happiness? I mean, obviously the range is insane in comparison to a regular church, but... No, it's 6 in happiness because of the master priests. 20 priests! I honestly thought there would be more happiness than that, but... Sure, and eventually then we'll make a brand new cathedral over here, and then that way we can defend both areas from Vikings, and... Isn't that a weird defense? Sir, the Vikings are coming! Quickly, point them at... the cathedral! Yelling, have you heard the good news, as you throw Bibles at their heads. Bibles, which hide ninja stars on the inside. Okay, now we're making a kind of anime out of this, and being quite heretical. At the same time. I've just noticed it's probably not the best time to do this, so I'm not going to continue. Building some more stone walls up. Maybe building the walls 3 high will look better. That looks... well, it looks bad, honestly. Yeah, let's try and build up all of the walls 3 high. Let's break out this section. It's so much nicer now we're getting stone from here. The rate I'm building is so much faster, it's glorious. It really is. Grand Cathedral. Vikings that enter its radius sometimes convert to peasants and join your kingdom. That's actually going to be really annoying because we have no spare beds. They're going to be the homeless. That's not really a good life for them, is it? Yeah, sure, join the Empire. Here's your bed. But sir, that's the floor. Yep. Not exactly being Mr. Nice Guy, are we? Oh, of course, the bathhouse is frozen, because winter. Vikings! And they're coming from the exact wrong way. Bugger. Well, like I say, if we don't get to convert them this fight, I'll go straight over to the creative mode and I'll see how it works. Then next time, we'll build a brand new cathedral so we have coverage everywhere. Sound good? Sounds good. They had a seriously long walk ahead of them. Look how many trees they destroyed. Do they always destroy trees? Maybe I've just never seen it, honestly, because normally they don't need to go that far. Once again, need stone walls, need them to be higher. That range is terrible. The biggest bonus of the ballista is how good they are versus stuff like this because of their range. Well, that's one of their benefits anyway. And because they split up so much, they're kind of being attacked one by one. Why can't we have ogres? We'll give you a better life, ogres. You can be a tax collector. No? Okay. Flee! So, I'm not turning off the ballista though this time until they're actually gone. Plus, there's dragons anyway. I mean, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Let's be honest. Problem is, we're already armed up this time, so... I mean, normally you die quickly, this time you're gonna die quicker. Oh, saying that, there's not much coverage in the center. I lied, I forgot about this wall here. Sorry, dragons. Note the Vikings seem to be wandering off now. There was a group over here, but yeah, they are attacking over here. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. You really wanted to burn down that one forester, didn't you? Like, that forester slighted you somehow. Okay, so clearly it's going to be difficult to convert Vikings when it's a bit random where they attack from, so I'll be right back in the creative mode. We'll see how this works, and then we'll call it a day. Next episode, we're going to do some serious expanding. I feel like we've kind of stagnated for too long at the moment, and I'm getting sick of it, so now we're going to really focus on getting some new land. Welcome to creative mode, where we have free build on, which means, of course, we can just build as much as we like. There we are, let's get some hovels down, because everyone loves hovels. That's a special hovel there, and will never be fixed. I'm lying, it would annoy me far too much. There we are, let's get our food down, because we do actually need some peasants when it comes to staffing our cathedral. Look, there's food, bountiful food. Looks like just omelettes. There's omelettes, bountiful omelettes. There we go. Can we put down peasants? Oh, good, we can. There we are. And the food will keep them happy. Too many people, not enough beds. Let's add some more hovels then. Hovels behind hovels, sure, why not? Welcome to the Lathrixian slums. Once again. That one apparently not wanted to conform to the rules. Next up, I do need a regular library first, just because it's a prerequisite. You can close, so we have enough people for the next thing, which is, of course, the cathedral. There we are. Welcome to Cathedral Square, which should be fully staffed. Okay, then. So the radius ends there. Now, I'm not sure. It does say enter its radius. So I'm assuming once they've entered it, that's when they convert. And just to be sure we don't instantly lose everything, let's just do this. Because why not? We have gold and we have a few guards. Okay, good. Here come some very, very angry Vikings. Grr, they say. You know, I expected that to be way more, converting. Oh. Did that just happen to coincide with the lightning? I don't think the radius is the same as the area effect for its happiness. That's interesting. Let's see if that happens again. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Or maybe it's sort of periodic. It's not like it's a consistent effect. Every now and again it just happens. Yep, there we go, with lightning as well. So apparently the lightning effect is indeed to do with this. Some of them have horribly glitched out. Oh. That could have gone better. The cathedral returns. Bask in its glory. Just waiting. Still waiting. Think they might die. Also, they weren't glitched, they were grabbing people. Yeah, it seems to work on a sort of every now and again the effect goes off. It's not a consistent chance. Honestly, not as strong as I originally thought it would be. Nowhere near it, or perhaps as a cooldown. Okay, we'll wait a while, then we'll send in the troops again. Also, well, I just let everything burn, didn't I? So I'll place back these hovels. Don't really care right now if they're facing rock. Haha! I can remove most of the fire by destroying it. No, apparently not. Good. So it turns out in creative you can actually have way more options. So right now we're doing this. Our peasants don't need to eat, they don't need to do pretty much anything right now, so that's pretty darn good. Oh, I heard lightning. We are blessed. The Viking army has been awed by the majesty of the cathedral and converted. 16 have joined the kingdom. So yeah, it does seem to be somewhat random when it occurs. I don't see a certain timer before it happens. But then when it happens, it's almost a complete conversion of a large group. So I think it's very powerful. It's a very cool effect. I just don't think it's going to stop a Viking army by itself. I know, what a surprise, honestly. That's clearly not the intention, but still. That was the wrong group. Vikings are running away because I have nothing there for them to try and ransack. That's a good point, Lathrix. Add a granary over here and some food. That way they'll actually go for it. No, they just want to kill the guys over there instead. Well, they're in the radius of this one. Now they're in the radius of the other one. Yeah, it just seems inconsistent. I'm sure there's rules there. I'll look it up after this video. I'm sure I'll find out exactly how it works. It's a really cool effect. It's an awesome idea. The building itself looks amazing, so I don't mind building it. You just can't rely on it by the looks of things. Will they die before they convert? There we go. No, they converted. Excellent. So with that, I'm afraid I really am all out of time for today's video. If you have enjoyed, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Kingdoms and Castles is a series you wish to see continued in the future. In the next episode, we're going to do some serious expansion. Thank you for watching. Slow bird. And goodbye.